Hello everyone and welcome to one of the slowest cars in the game, the brand new Morris Traveller. So this has been added into the game with the newest update and we're going to go ahead and slide this thing. But first of all, let me show you guys how slow this car actually is, alright? Just how slow it is. Actually, it's not really the slowest car in the game because... I was going to say, can we get a little bit of wheel spin, but we can't. It is really slow still. It's really slow. Oh god, I fell asleep for a second there. Alright, cool, I'm back. Anyway, we're on Forza Island with the Morris Traveller. So this has, it is right now a D level 100. And it makes, I think, 34 horsepower. So, you can see what we're up against here. When it comes to this car, I tried to get this thing to slide. I'm just holding my e-brake at the moment just to see. Oh god, revs are dropping. Oh, it's so slow. It's so bad. Okay, things need to change with this car. So, I've made a video before on the old Morris Traveller that was already in the game. Now, this is obviously a new one that was just added into the game, and I think you get it by completing 50% of this new season. Not the whole season, but like this actual summer season. So, now that you've done that, you get the little Morris Traveller. So, let's see if we can do anything to it, first of all. Visually. Okay, there's some parts, hopefully. Nice, some fog lights. Makes this thing look a little bit better. Crappy Forza part. I'm pretty much just dechroming it. I'm gonna add these fog lights. They actually don't look that bad at all. As for the rest, we can have a little spare tire on the top that just doesn't match the wheels around it. Cool. And we can have a disgusting little Forza wing as well. No, I'm not going to put anything on top. Now, for the rear end, we can dechrome this thing if we really wanted to. I don't really want to. I want to keep it the way it is, because that's more fun. On the outside, oh, we can have some mud flaps if we really wanted that. Nah, I just kind of like the fog lights. That's pretty much it on this thing. Other than that, I don't really care for anything else. As for our wheels, we could change some stuff. Wait. First of all, most important thing, can we actually put drift suspension on this thing? Okay, we can. Whew. Okay. So let's put our drift suspension on first of all, and then we'll go change our wheels, and then we'll choose something that's a little bit more, I guess, classic. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like these Rotoform wheels. I don't know if I want to put... Yeah, why not? Let's just put it on this thing. I actually really like them. Now, since we're turning this thing into a drift car, I guess getting the wheels to be slightly bigger than... It's on 10-inch wheels. It is on 10-inch wheels. That is jokes. Let's go to 12. I think 12 is more than enough for this thing. And then obviously our track width, we can bring that all the way out. We're going to change our tire width as well, a little bit, so we'll see what that's like. And, yeah, okay, anyway, let's go back into it. We are going to go, I don't even know how much power we can actually squeeze out of this thing, so let's just have a look at that before we do anything else. So, as the standard engine sits, it's got 34 horsepower. I don't think we can get this engine to do a lot of work, so I'm just going to change it to something else. So we can have the rally engine, or we can have a little bit of VTEC happening. That's not bad. I'm going to go with VTEC and also turbocharged. The only problem is now, do we go with rear-wheel drive or do we go with all-wheel drive? Car doesn't weigh much. I think we can definitely get this thing to around 600 horsepower with ease. Again, like I said, the car doesn't weigh much, so it's not going to really be that much of a problem to keep this thing as a rear-wheel drive. I don't know, I'm tempted. I am very tempted. Let's just go rear-wheel drive for now, and we'll see. And we'll stick on some race tires as well for this thing. No text on the tires. We can have some 175 with tires. Jeez. Absolutely huge. Look at those. Gigantic tires. Alright. Let's pretty much just change everything now. Just give everything a nice little refresh. Everything race spec. And we'll come back to see what this thing will end up looking like at the very end. Because obviously... I'm going to go ahead and change the paint as well and see what everything is going to be like after that. So 650 kilos at the moment. Does the roll cage go all the way in the back? No, it doesn't. That would have been so sick though if you can have like a full cage all the way in the back of this thing. It just looks so funny. It just looks like such a funny car. I mean, we've already slid, like I said, the older version of this, but this is kind of neat that they added this into the game. I'm not going to put a cage in it. Not at the moment. Don't really need it. It's not like I'm gonna crash and die, am I? Anyway, let's pretty much upgrade everything. that we have here. I can't believe this is S1. 707 horsepower. 719 horsepower. It's got 675 kilos. 672 kilos. This is I think gonna be fairly fast car. It's A-class, right? It's still rear-wheel drive. I think this would be a very interesting car to see what it can do in like in the drift zones, online drifting. Doesn't have a top speed apparently. Let's stretch these gears out because it looks like it only goes up to about 212 miles per hour. So we'll just keep them slightly stretched. We'll see what that's like. Everything else I'm gonna keep pretty much the exact same. I'm just gonna lock the diff, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll have a look and see what this thing is like to drive, and if I need to change anything, I'll change it. I'll change it after. Any good designs for this thing? That was the question here. So we have a few that we have. We have a couple of them actually. That looks kind of cool. I don't really want to go with anything to the monster livery. It looks kind of fun. We can go some nice retro rally spec style. This has the Union Jack on it and everything, and the British Racing green. We can do something like that. I don't know, that'd be kind of interesting actually. Let's have a look and put this on. See what it looks like. The green always looks good on a Mini. Green always looks good on a Mini. It doesn't matter which one it is. It just always looks really good. Let's have a look. Ooh, it's matte. That's actually really interesting. Look at those doors. Actually, I really like this. I think it looks really, really good. Props to the designer of this thing. I think those wheels actually make it look really good too. I like those wheels. Alright, let's drive this thing. Let's see what it's like. Let's see if I can get the stick to get sideways. Oh my god, it's angry. It's very, very angry. It's got a lot of power, spinning in 6th gear like nothing else. Jeez. Oh god. It's off. This is... Oh, there we go. Finally. If I go to straight line, it'll stop spinning its wheels. But if I keep going sideways, it will keep doing it. This thing has a lot of grip. Because it's such a small car. Oh, because it's such a small car, it transitions super, super quickly. Let's go downhill, by the way, not uphill. Uphill's never good. It's never good unless you're doing all-wheel drive and you have some ridiculous horsepower cars. Any sort of resistance with cars that are lower horsepower just doesn't make them drive well, and you can't test them out properly. So let's go downhill. This thing is nice. I like it. It's so smooth. Oh, there goes. There goes my grip. I tried to reach its limits. I tried to see what I can do here. I can't throw it in that hard because I need a little bit more grip on the front end. I need to change my caster maybe a little bit as well, because then I can get it to transition a little bit faster and make it so I can catch that type of angle and not be able to spin out as easily. But overall, it's a neat little car. This super high revving Honda engine just makes it sound so funny. Because it's definitely not what you'd expect something like this to sound. Like. It's nice. I like it. I like it. I think this would have very, very good tune, especially the people that tune the the Abarth 500, or the 595, I guess. People that tune that thing to be like competitive may be able to tune this thing to make it really, really good as well for drift zones. Right now, I'm just messing around with this thing. I'm just trying to see what it's like, especially with rear-wheel drive. But if you change this thing to all-wheel drive, again, it's super, super lightweight still. But I'm not entirely sure if it'll be able to do the same sort of things that the Abarth can do. Here's a cheeky little 400,000 points. It's not bad at all. Again, it definitely needs a better tune. I don't know why my game's like my game's recently just crashing, and I don't understand why. Oh, it's back. It's just randomly freezing. It crashes by itself. Like it hasn't happened for such a long time. I haven't done anything to it. And in the last season, it's been happening like quite a bit. And now since the update changed, apparently it's still doing it. So I'm not sure what causes it to crash. Maybe there's too many things open in the background for me. That's probably why. But I didn't have this. Like I had the problem at the very, very beginning when I first started playing this game. And then after like a couple of weeks, it just stopped doing it. Now it's just doing it again, which is weird. But either way, this was a little Morris Traveler. I wonder what I can do to it. What else can I do to this car? Should we go all-wheel drive with it? Let's just try all-wheel drive. We'll see what it's like. Same power, same everything. Just change this thing to all-wheel drive and see what it's like. Pretty much. So let's give it a shot. Just to see what. Ooh, where am I even going? Just to see exactly what can happen with this thing. If it does end up going all-wheel drive. So obviously it will get a little bit heavier, but with our upgrades, hopefully this will lighten up just a bit at least. Our top speed should increase as well. 687 kilos, so it is slightly heavier, but not too much. And now it's all-wheel drive. And it went up 90 points. It went from 800 to 890. Now, for everything else, I might keep the way it is again. Okay, we'll stretch our gears out quite a bit. Diff. Let's get this thing so it's, let's say, 80% of the power go to the rear wheels. I'm going to fully lock the rear diff. Like slow. And as for our front diff, I'm going to leave the front diff the way it is. Actually, no, let's just lock it. Let's lock it up. Let's do pretty much full on lock diff. 80% of the power going to the rear wheels. Let's try this out. Let's see. Let's see if our front end can pull me out of sticky situations pretty much. So this thing obviously launches a lot better now. The only thing now is that because it's all-wheel drive, it's gotta drive all four wheels. Even though most of the power is going to the rear wheels, it still has to drive all four wheels. As since I am on race tires and this thing doesn't have like a huge amount of horsepower, it may struggle a little bit. Maybe. It didn't seem to struggle there. It kept accelerating even though I was sideways in fourth gear, so maybe very interesting. Maybe our gears need to be a little bit different. And what I mean by that is like different in corners. So instead of like driving in fourth and all these corners, maybe do it in third. Yeah, I was right. Just be in a lower gear. Yeah, it still pulls. I am going downhill, which helps, but... Come on, get sideways. Obviously, I'm gonna get more points this time than the last time. I'm not really going for points, I'm more like just trying to see what this thing is like. It's fairly simple to drive. Again, no simulation steering or anything like that, so... I'm just counting to see the car do well without sim steering. It's very, very, very simple to slide in in all-wheel drive. I mean, most of the cars are. It doesn't fight you too hard. It doesn't flick back too hard. It's just enough that you still have control all the time. So it's fairly easy to drive as an all-wheel drive. Fairly easy. Literally no problems whatsoever. I mean, even as a rear-wheel drive, it's easy to drive. There you go. There's 450. Yeah, I like it. It's not bad. It definitely isn't bad. Hello, fellow Mini. This, as I said, was a festival playlist reward for the summer season. So there you go. That's how you get it, pretty much. Just start doing events, and then eventually you will end up getting it. I think in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and attempt this. I think this will be very interesting. Trying to do the monthly rivals, and then obviously try to get myself in the top 1,000 and doing them. So I think I'm going to do that in the next video, and I'm going to try it out. So hopefully, I'll see you guys there. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Little Morris Mini Traveler. Fun to drive. It's a cute little car. Nice little addition to the game. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.